Hi, I'm Jim, and this is the WordFire Game Time Console. The console is designed for playing word games with up to 4 players, and it can also be used as a quad-screen clock. The console features 4 7-inch LCD screens, one for each player. The screens are separately driven, allowing for game content to be unique on each screen. And while the system uses just 8 colors to keep the electronics simple, that still allows for dozens of color combinations for word games. Working in tandem with the output screens are 4 full-sized QWERTY keyboards for input. They are used to type letters, words, and even full sentences during gameplay, but could also be used to control various things. The keyboards are kind of like joysticks for the system. Normally sized and spaced keys allow for comfortable touch typing. The keyboards can help one build typing skill, which is still very useful in this touchscreen age, especially when being productive. In addition to the keyboards, a single infrared remote control is provided with the system. It can be used to control things from a distance. In the top of the console, there's a large, deep food bowl for chips, popcorn, and what have you to give players something to munch on during gameplay. It's removable for washing. And there are also 4 smaller snack bowls so that players can keep their snacks at hand. They can be conveniently stored in the large bowl. As for the electronics, most of the components are on a printed circuit board in the base of the console. The keyboards and power connector plug in there, as well as an optional programming plug for more convenient programming. An SD card socket is also provided in the base for use with SD cards that store games and other apps. And a game menu program allows users to select among the various programs stored on the cards. The system is driven by a single parallax propeller microcontroller. The propeller features 8 cores called cogs. Although the cogs take turns to access a shared memory unit called the hub, they each have their own private memory units. This allows the 8 cogs to independently run 8 programs in parallel or at the same time. During gameplay, the players are identified by the cardinal directions north, east, south, and west, as well as by the colors blue, green, red, and yellow, respectively. The console is mostly designed for word games. A few games have already been developed, with more on the way. For example, in Copycats, players are given 1 line of context and need to fill in the remaining line. Players can see the progress being made by the other players, and they can even copy off each other, hence the name of the game. But the players that fill in words the fastest receive the most points, so speed is a factor. In Big Pile of Words, aka Word Pile, players race to identify fully exposed words by typing just the first letter of each spotted word in any order. Each line has at least 1 fully exposed word, but most words are partially or completely covered up by other words in the beginning, as if the words were stacked on top of one another in a pile. And in Things People Say, players compete to fill in the blanks in sets of 5 lines at a time. The lines can be filled in any order, but in the final set of each round, whoever fills in a line first gets full credit, and the completed line disappears from all players' screens. This game really draws on one's language ability, including spelling, grammar, vocabulary, idioms, and common sentence patterns, as well as logic and even general knowledge. Over 10,000 lines of content have been written for this game.
Whose turn is it?
There are no turns.
That's right. For most games, there are no turns. The 4 screens and 4 keyboards allow all players to play simultaneously. Playing word games stimulates and challenges the mind, letting one use and build language skills. Word games can help cement in place important language concepts, such as grammar and sentence patterns. Math, science, and history and other subjects are all very important, but language underlies practically everything we do in life. Although we live in the internet and telecommuting age, there's nothing like meeting with friends and family members in person for fun, food, and fellowship. Being seated around a table to interact face to face allows for unparalleled camaraderie. Indeed, the console provides for quality time. And speaking of quality time, when not being used for word games, the console can be used as a quad-screen clock with various time and date displays, including a full month calendar. The console would look good on a table, and the large food bowl could be used as a candy dish. And with the warm glow emitted from its 4 LCD screens, the console could even be used as a nightlight. The console is available in 2 kit versions, a soldered version that is mostly assembled and an unsoldered version. The unsoldered version would be a good way to learn some electronics and gain soldering skills. It could make for a great gift for that special someone. The most important part of the WordFire Game Time console could be its community of users. People interested in programming can write their own games, and almost anyone can contribute game content with a text editor. It is hoped that many people will become interested in not just playing word games, but also in creating them. Well, that completes this overview of the WordFire Game Time console. For more information, go to wordfire.net. Thanks for watching, and remember, words are meaningful.
You're too slow, Joe. Hey, that's my chip dip. Oh, sorry. Hey, are you calling me a dip?
If the shoe fits, wear it.